In this Autodesk Navisworks video, I'm going to show you how using multiple clash tests can improve your clash identification. When you create and run a clash test, you may find that there are hundreds or even thousands of clashes in a model. This can be a bit overwhelming, so I'll show you how to set up multiple clash tests to provide more meaningful results. Before I do, I just want to show you how using the options on the Rules tab can affect clash results. The options on this tab enable you to select clash types to leave out of your clash results. You can select default rules or set up your own. The Using Rules to Improve Clash Results learning video gives you more details on how to set up your own clash rules. I'm going to select the items in a previously found pair of composite objects. Previously, if I had, for example, a pipe going through a wall, then the clashes on either side of the wall would be counted as separate clashes. With this rule selected, the clash will be counted once. So if I now rerun the clash, you can see that few results have been returned. If that rule had been selected the first time I ran the test, then the extra clashes would have been ignored altogether. Okay, now I'll set up some more meaningful tests. Rather than including every clash, I'll set them up so that each test targets a specific area of clashes. By using lots of smaller selections, I can still identify all the clashes, but they'll be chunked into manageable groups. I'll start by adding a test. Notice how the Select tab automatically opens. Now I'll make my clash selections. My model is based on Revit structure, so I can use this structure in the selection panes to make relevant selections. If my model didn't have a Revit structure, then another good option would be to make selections based on search and selection sets. See the Export and Import Clash Tests learning video for more details on this. It's a good idea to check for potentially larger issues first, so I'm going to clash the basement structure against the architectural slabs. As it's larger clashes that I'm interested in, I'll increase the tolerance a bit. The tolerance controls the severity of the clashes reported and the ability to filter out negligible clashes, which can be assumed to be worked around on site. So, because I've increased the tolerance, smaller clashes won't be included in the results. Check out the Navisworks online help for more information on tolerance and other clash terminology. The rule I selected before is still selected. I'll keep it like that so it's applied to this test. With my selection made, I'll run the test. And that's great, just a few clashes in my model for those selections. This makes things a lot easier to manage than when I had thousands of clashes. Now that I'm getting my clashes organised, I'm going to rename this test as well. There we go. Now I'm going to run a clash for some smaller items. I want to check the same structural level for any clashes with mechanics, electrics and plumbing. I'll make my selection and leave the rules as before, but this time I'm going to change some of the selection settings. First off, I'll set the tolerance a bit lower, as I want to identify small clashes as well. Next, I'll change the type to clearance. This means the results of the test will display clashes where items come within a specified distance, the tolerance, of each other, which is useful if the model contains any objects that require additional space to be left around them, to allow maintenance for example. Hard clashes where an actual collision has occurred will also be included in the results. Now I'll just give the test a suitable name, then click Run Test. And there, just the relevant few clashes returned. Organising my clashes like this is going to make life so much simpler. I can set up as many tests as I like and clash anything from steel girders to water coolers. Why not set up multiple clash tests yourself and explore and use the selection settings to make your own clash results more meaningful? Thanks for watching.